What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Team B Podcast, and I'm your host, Jonas Banting. Another day, another opportunity, another day, another guest. Bakit hindi? Di ba, Coach? Ladies and gentlemen, di
Pwede.
ko papatagalin pa. The one, the only, Martin Antonio, aka Coach Hammer. Musta, Coach?
Jay, magandang araw. Thank you for having me. Thank you for reaching out. It's good to see younger people, younger guys really trying to get that niche sa podcasting, live streaming, and you guys rock. You invest so much on this passion, and I salute all of you.
Thank you, Coach. Na-appreciate ko yan, Coach. And syempre, Coach, when you talk about Team B, Coach, you were one of the players na naisip ko na ma-invite sa show. Kasi I've heard you've once played sa mga school na UAP or NCAA na I think
Mhm.
nag-team B ka rin maybe
Mhm.
for a while, di ba, Coach?
I should have spent more time sa team B kasi I graduated very young. And Team B is an opportunity for you to grow. Maraming players na dumaan dyan. And kahit Arwin Santos, PBL MVP, Mark Pingres, who's the commissioner right now of the PSL and one of the all-time greats. Talagang it's a process. And I should have grasped that concept earlier. Pero syempre, bagets pa tayo. So, so hindi natin nakikita yung value nung pagpapahinog kung tawagin ng mga coaches.
Tama, Coach. And syempre, Coach, lahat tayong mga player may kwento, may pinagmulan. Gusto sana namin malaman syempre yung kwento ni Mr. Bakit Hindi, Coach Hammer. Kung paano kayo nagsimula, paano kayo na, how did you fall in love with the game? Kumbaga, Coach. Saan kayo
Well, saan ako nagsimula? Kasi
oh,
dito sa amin, taga Quezon City ako Barangay Paltok, District 1. So, ako ay nasa sweet spot ako. Di nga, naging magkakampi tayo yung mga kakampi natin sa Ligang Labas. Mga kabatch ko were born mid-80s, early 90s. So, yan yung
oh,
kalakasan ng PBA, Ginebra. So, syempre, yung mga kabarkada ko, wala pang cellphone noon eh. Wala pang grade 6 na ako nung may Nokia 5110 eh. So,
5110.
wala kaming cellphone, wala kaming ibang gagawin, pero yung bawat kalye dito, may basketball court, half court, maliit na bola, malaking bola, may hoop court sa tabi ng creek. So, yun yung introduction ko dahil kalaro ko mga tito. Eh, ang laki ko mga tambay dito sa atin, yung mga kalaro ko sa Palutok. So, yung mga kabatch ko, naalala ko, pinaglaro nila ako grade 4. Kalaban ko mga high school. Binabantayan ko yung nagpi-free throw, tapos binato ko ng referee ng bola. So maliit na bola pa yun dun sa may baba ng Zamora. And it was a good experience for me. And then the following year, nagsimula ako na ako maglaro ng barangay, more organized. At saka, ang background ko talaga, kaya ako naging varsity. Ito, ang nakakaalam lang nito yung coach ko ng grade school, si Coach Jun Gosalinda. Ang gusto ko talaga, mag-glee club. Walang lokohan. Gusto ko mag-glee club kasi my lola, who is a doctor, yun yung talaga yung gusto ko. Gusto ko maging doktor. My lola was a glee club representative ng UST Med. My sister is also with the glee club. So ako, gusto ko maging glee club, pero kangkarot ako, ang laki ko pa. Hindi ko naman alam kung may talent ako kumanta. So, ang nangyari, may practice yung glee club. Ako, saling kit-kit pa lang ako ng grade 4. Pinalabas ako ng coach ni Miss Pasete. Naalala ko pa yung name niya. Pinalabas niya ako kasi ang kulit ko, nagkukulitan kami ng mga kaibigan ko sa St. Clair School pa dati. I don't know, nabenta na yung school. But, so I was kicked out. Nakita ako ng coach. Nakita ako ni Coach Alan Sagmaken, who incidentally is a good friend of my uncle. At saka yung coach ng basketball team, si Coach Oliver Nales, na player ng Mapua noon. Auntie niya may ano ng school. Saka si Coach Jun Gostalinda. So sabi nila, laki mo, ba't di mo subukan? So naglalaro na ako ng kanto-kanto. So mas gusto kong maging glee club member bago maging basketball varsity. Kasi hindi ko naman alam na may SBP noon. Kasi yung bahay namin, I came from an OFW family. Yung dad ko, OFW, may lola. Yung matriarch ng family namin, nandito kami nakastay. Hanggang ngayon, ito yung property niya, nandito kami. So sa kanya, aral talaga. Aral ka ng mabuti. Tinanong niya, gusto mo ba maging doktor? Kasi pamilya kami ng mga doctor. So yun yung focus ko, mag-aral. Aksidente lang na, kasi malaki tatay ko, na lumaki ako. I was recruited as a guard, naging 6'5 ako. But ayun, yun yung naging start ko sa inter-barangay talaga. Kaya pag nagko-cover ako, malapit sa puso ko yung mga naglalaro sa kalye. Kasi naking kalye ako dito sa Paltok. yung lahat ng kalye inikutan. Nung naalala ko, grade 5 ako, kalaro ko, siyempre, may mga depressed areas din dito sa Miami, Quezon City. So, ang kalaro ko yung mga doon, yun talaga yung mga tropa ko. So, pag nagbabakbakan, bakbakan talaga. Ay,
Mm.
lang, pero kahit matusino ka sa asfalto, ay, laban yan. Hindi porket pisoy ako, hindi porket
Mm.
ikaw ka apo ko, pero pag laro. Tapos
I see.
tapat namin, ice plant. Ang
Mm.
kalaro ko, mga mama na
Mama.
bakbakan.
Larong
So,
kalye
sa akin,
talaga.
larong kalye. Kaya
Mm.
natatawa nga ako na sinasabi nila na madumi maglaro. Hindi madumi.
Hindi.
Iba yung madumi sa
Mm.
physical. Iba yung madumi sa
Iba,
physical.
coach.
So, yun yung start ko kasi I was always one of the youngest guys in my leagues. Ang mga kalaban ko parang di ba sa atin, kids, tapos midget, tapos junior, senior.
May mosquito pa.
Pagkatapos, yung mosquito. Hindi ako dumaan ng mosquito kasi malaki ako, hindi na ako pinalalaro. So, pinalaro nila ako ng kids, diretso na ako sa junior. So, binubugbog talaga ako dito. And then, came a time na nag-high school ako kasi I had good academic standing. So, pagdating ko sa high school, lumipat ako ng school sa Lourdes, Quezon City because it was a very good academic school for the sciences and for the maths. Kasi it would be an opportunity for me to qualify sport science. Gusto ko talaga PT or sport science. So, ayun, yun yung naging stepping stone. And then nagkaroon ng PBA juniors, nakita na ako ng mga coaches. But San Beda was the first school that recruited me talaga. So, I have a big sense of loyalty. Na pagka nag-commit kami, lalo na yung lola ko, kasi laking lola ako, pag may binitawan kang salita,
Tuparin mo.
hindi ka pwede tuparin mo, tapusin mo yan. Maraming school yung kumausap, but San Beda was the first one. Si Coach Jude Roque really took time, and Coach Jonathan Reyes, the dad of Mikey, really took time to talk to my family. So yun, doon ako napunta ng college, and tuloy-tuloy na with Coach Nash and Coach Coy, Coach Frankie, and all those guys.
Speaking of coach, of other schools, ano yung mga ibang school na nag-recruit sa'yo or tumawag sa'yo or maybe kumausap sa'yo?
Kasi this was 2000s. Okay, I don't want to ayoko magyabang, but doon kasi doon siya technically doon siya papunta. But LaSalle was really recruiting me because my lola was with the Quezon City Health Department. Consignal Franz Pumare was still the head coach. And yun, sila yung hardest recruiter, FPU, and all of the UAAP and NCAA schools were asking. Kasi I was a 6'1", 6'2". Hindi pa ako 6'5". I was a 6'1", 6'2". I was 16 years old. And then hindi ako kasi skill player. I was an effort player ever since. So hindi ako ganun kapino. Pero pag naglaro ako, buhos talaga. Kasi larong kalye, hindi ko naman alam na pinapalabas pala sa TV yung college. Tapos nakalaro ako dun sa PBA Juniors, Bertley na Cup. Kalaban namin yung national team, and I played a very, very, very good tournament. Now, I think I was averaging around mga nasa 19 to 20 points a game.
Double-double.
I was fourth year high school. Double-double, fourth year high school. My coach was Coach Joseph Ocampo of PSBA right now. And I owe him and Coach Monel Calios, Coach Jun Gosolinda again, a big thank you dahil these guys opened an opportunity for me. Kasi ang Lourdes, academic school yan eh. Ang goal ko talaga maging doktor, hindi maging player. Nagkataon lang na matangkad ako. I had good grades.
Sorry, coach, to cut you off. Saka during that time, coach, rare yung 6'2", 6'3" na 16 years old. Sobrang bibihira that time, coach. Kaya talagang marirecruit ko talaga, coach. At saka sabi mo pa, hardworking ka. Well,
yun kasi, yun yung ano namin. It's the thing that my grandmother, my mom, my uncles, and my dad said na, yun yung puhunan mo. You need to put in the effort. Hindi ka assured na magiging successful, but you need to put in the effort. It does not equate to success, but it gives you an opportunity to be successful. So, ready ka lang na maging successful. Parang kayo din, di ba? Na nagbibigay kayo ng oras dito sa mga podcasts, sa mga live streams. It does not give you an opportunity right away. But eventually, kaya ako napunta sa media, yung unang trabaho ko, ganyan din, parang ikaw, hindi ako binayaran ng isang buong tournament. But, after 10 years, the opportunity again.
You reap what you sow, coach, no? You reap what you sow.
reps yan eh. Kumbaga sa practice, kahit hindi ka gamitin ng coach, kailangan mo mag-shooting ng mag-shooting. So anyway, going back. So na-recruit ako, nakita ako doon, and all of these schools was talking to me. Pero ang totoo, ang pinakamalapit sa puso ko was San Beda and Letran. Letran talaga. Yung dalawa yung pinagpilian ko. And UP, because of Coach Lito Vergara, Marvin Cruz, and Jacob Manlapas, who were my batchmates sa kaibigan ko. And UP is isang jeep lang from our household. But my grandmother wanted me to go to UST para mag-sport science ako and then magdiretso na ako ng med school. So, but San Beda, I picked San Beda for loyalty, and my favorite color is red.
Red.
So, yun talaga, yun yung reason eh. Parang lahat tinatanong sa akin, bakit ka nag-San Beda? Kasi all boys, tsaka color red. Pagdating ko, may girls na sa San Beda. So, that's a different topic.
Mamaya, coach, yun. Pag-usapan natin yun.
So, basically, yun yung recruiting process. And when San Beda recruited me, kasi I'm very good friends with Mike Baldos of Ateneo. And nung high school, nag-San Beda Red Club siya. Binrecruit na siya ni Coach Rene Baena. And then, may tournament sa Lourdes. It was a street ball, 3x3. Di pa 3x3 yung tawag, hindi the street ball pa. And kalaban namin, 4th year high school, mga teammate ko, 1st year high school. And then I dunked in a game. So, dumunk ako sa game. So, parang lahat dun sa quadrangle, parang, sino yun? So, and then, Coach Rene Baena, who was the dad of my very good friend RC, kinausap niya ako. Sabi niya, do you want to transfer? Sabi ko, hindi ko naman alam yung mga lipat-lipat kasi ako, wala ako eh. So, I opened it up with my grandma. Tapos kinausap din ako nila Coach Pat Aquino with the PIS. Do you want to transfer? Ganyan. Sabi ko, ba't ako lilipat? Nag-aaral ako dito, nandito yung mga kaibigan ko. And I didn't have a grain of an idea kung ano ba yung basketball recruitment. Kasi ang alam ko lang, hindi mo. Nag-aaral ako ng college.
Aral, laro.
Hindi na nga laro eh. Sa akin,
aral lang.
Basketball was fun. Basketball was fun. It was never meant to send me to school. It was something I was very, very passionate about. And it gave me, it opened up a lot of opportunities for me pagdating na sa college.
So coach, nag-San Beda ka na. Sino yung mga
kasabay? Hindi ako lumipat. Nag-stay
ako
sa
Lourdes.
I graduated in Lourdes because I wanted to stick with the academics dun sa Lourdes. Kasi sabi ng lola ko diyan ka nagsimula, tapusin mo yan. Again,
Lourdes Mandaluyong.
Lourdes QC. Lourdes QC. LSQC. So, Lourdes Manda, may mga nare-recruit na Ildefonso Boys. Galing sa LSMC.
Matthew Aquino.
Matt Aquino, of course.
Aljon Malesio.
Aljon was there, and his brother. At saka, point guard ng UST.
Subido.
Oh, Enzo Subido. So, all of these guys came from that pipeline. Malakas yan eh. Ako, nandun ako sa academic pipeline. Doon sa nanggagaling yung abogado, sa nanggagaling yung ano. So, yun yung trajectory talaga. Because my family is really a white-collar type, medical field type. And yun talaga yung naging... ako lang yung nag-veer away from the family tradition, pero bumalik din ako with sports science.
So, nung coach, nung nasa Lourdes ka, coach, tinapos mo yung 4 years mo dun sa high school?
Of course, yes.
So,
I graduated with honors there. So, yun talaga importante kasi. So, I opened up na kung pwede ba ako lumipat ng school. Ang sabi ng grandmother ko, alam mo, kailangan mo mag-aral. Kasi yung basketball, mawawala yan.
Andyan lang yan.
Ako, laking lola ko eh. So, whatever my grandmother says, whatever my mom says, it's the rule of the book. So ako, susunod lang ako. Sa kanya galing yung bakit hindi. Sa lola ko talaga. Sa lola ko talaga yun.
Why not?
Why not? Ba't hindi mo subukan? Pero, you need to be responsible with everything that you do. So I owe a lot to my family. And my sister then, so whenever we talk, you gotta focus on school. So yun yung naging overlying theme. I didn't transfer to either UPIS with Coach Pat Aquino, who was handling the Passerelle squad. Nakita niya lang ako naglalaro with Coach Nel Parado, with Shanghai Sheikh, sila ni Coach Sandy Sangko. Nakita nila ako naglalaro ng Inter Summer League dyan sa West Triangle. I told them, si Gary Sevilla was my host nung nire-recruit nila ako. Gusto ko kasi talaga mag-aral and all that. Hindi ko naman alam na yung Chonglian pala, sobrang grabe na liga.
Yung liga.
Which I later found out kasi it's just for fun. It was not something that I am passionate about it, but it was not a be-all, end-all for me.
So you were saying, coach, na talagang aral ka lang nung high school. So, it means wala kayong liga sa school niyo
May liga
or
kami, may liga kami. It was,
meron?
ang kalaban ko si Dylan Ababu, who was my very best friend growing up. Siya na college siya, we had,
Prada coach, Prada ba yun?
hindi Prada eh. Mas maliit pa na liga. Paya, kung saan naglalaro yung team B ng high school ng Ateneo.
Mm.
Doon kami nagkalaro nila Jai when we were younger. We had Pasarel, of course, and we had, yung Paya yung big league namin. And then AAPS, Athletic Association of Private Schools sa Quezon City. And then may Catholic Educators Association of the Philippines na liga, SEAP. So, maliliit na liga lang. It was not as consistent as what Mike Baldos had. Lagi namin ito pinag-uusapan kasi you develop your talent if you play. Yun lang yun eh.
Tama,
And
tama.
San Beda players were playing 7 tournaments. High school to, 7 tournament.
Sabi nga
Isang
ni
taon.
Mikey, coach. Sabi nga ni Mikey yan sa isang episode niya na yung kaya daw gumaling yung mga high school players ng Beda kasi they were joining a lot of leagues.
And then, to tell you honestly, the late great Coach Ato Badulato, God rest his soul, had only one rule in practice. He only had one rule. Paglaruin niyo yung mga bata, you ask it across the board. Coach Richie Melencio, Kuya Jenkins Messina, Kuya Renren Retualo, Kuya Francis Mercado, all the guys who went through the pipeline, Coach Roy Magsano, Coach Eric Altamirano, would say this. Hindi uso ang drills kay Coach Ato dahil gagaling ang player pag pinaglalaro. And then when the assistant coaches, sila Coach Dwayne Salvatera, ito na sila Coach Rene Baina, got into the program, doon na nagkaroon ng skill development, kaya kita mong gagaling mag-basketball, Kuya L.A. Tenorio, di ba? Basketball player eh. And bata pa lang, it's the decision making and how you control your body in the playing field and how you eat. So yun yung nade-develop with playing. So it was Coach Ato lang yung gumagawa dati.
Kumbaga coach, 100% laro lang talaga, walang walang drills.
Wala pang recruitment.
Walang 8-8 pa dati.
Si Ato lang yung kumukuha ng player galing probinsya. So, syempre, you have the best coffee and then you have the best coffee maker. What happens? It would percolate and then you would be as big as this big coffee companies. Ganun kasimple. Pinakamagagandang pyesa, pinakamagaling gumawa ng pyesa. Ano gagawin natin? Hindi siya yung pinakamagandang kotse. So no cap, di ba? It's the reality.
So yung coach, nung after mo ng Lourdes, di ba, nung college ka coach, San Beda ka ba? Or
yes, San Beda ako right away. So I was recruited by Mikey's dad, Coach Jonathan Reyes and Coach Jude Roque. So I spent a year there. And then inampun ako sa program ni my seniors were the guys that really took care of me was Jeff Bombeo, Alex Angeles, Marco Arbole, and then Paulo Ortega now I think congressman yata siya sa La Union and some other guys, si Marvin Valdivia. These guys, ang tawag nila may programa nga daw eh. So this program, this group of guys really took me under their wing na ito yung kailangan mong gawin. Ganun sa college eh. It's either you go with a crowd that won't develop you or you would have friends that would dictate your success in the future. So I was fortunate enough that San Beda, mayabang kasi ako eh. San Beda hindi champion. Ang recruitment pitch nila sa akin, you would be part of the team. You would be one of the building blocks to win a championship. So syempre, pag sinabi mo yun sa bata, I was talking to one of my close friends about this last night sa wedding ng friend namin isa. Yun yung pinitch sa akin eh. So kahit sinong bata.
Cooking coach
hindi cooking eh. Hindi, actually hindi siya cooking eh. It was a very honest pitch because I was part of the national team na nito, juniors, kami ni Dylan Ababu. So under 18. And then everybody was surprised na you have so many suitors, why would you go to a team that had a 2-24 record for the past 2 years? Why would you do that? I mean, this is you're one of the top recruits. You're a small school guy. Let's say for the States, your consensus top 50, your consensus top 25. Why would you go? Why would you go to let's
Division 3?
Not even Division 3, Division 1 school. Sabihin na natin sa football, bakit ka pupunta ng bakit ka pupunta bigla ng Southern California without the head coach? Bakit ka pupunta dyan? Hindi naman yun nananalo. Kung nire-recruit ka ng mga Alabama, Ohio State, the blue chips were recruiting you. So sa akin, I always zig when everybody zag. Parang ako,
Oh.
kaya nga ang tingin sa akin ng mga tao, topak ako eh. Pero at the end of the day, right now, parang sinasabi ko dati, pag naglalaro kami ng NBA Live, so
Sorry.
bakit ako hindi pupunta sa malakas na school? Kasi syempre, I'm coming from a small school and I wanted to go to an all-boys school. So I thought San Beda was an all-boys school. It was a red jersey and then everybody was asking, bakit sa San Beda? So syempre again, bakit hindi? It's an opportunity to be one of the main guys. That's number one. Number two, it's an opportunity to be a part of an all-boys school. And I wanted San Beda eh. So everybody was, kahit yung mga barkada ko nung high school, they were parang,
Kasi,
Ateneo?
saka that time coach yung Beda, hindi pa ganun ka, di ba coach? Katunog.
I told you. It's, in a span of 2 years, their record was 2-24.
Grabe.
Yung isang panalo pa doon dahil na-disqualify ang PC dahil nag-brawl. And I was there. I was watching. They were recruiting me nung nagkaroon na Rambo. So, syempre ako, batang kali ako eh. Ito yung gusto kong laro.
Okay ito
I only had an opportunity to watch 2 times ng college basketball ng live.
Who were playing, coach?
San Beda PCU, and then the other one was UP-UST. Sa Makati Coliseum. Dahil Coach Alan Gregorio, yung pamangkin niya is one of my friends in high school, was recruiting me. Nood tayo ng game. Sinama niya ako. So, hindi ko naman alam na, ganun pala yung college. May drums, may ano. Kasi nanay ko lang yung nanonood sa akin. Kapatid ko lang eh. Tapos yung mga parents, masaya na nga kami pag nagpapakain yung parents ng adobo at saka kanin. Tapos lahat kami magkakasama. So, it was, you could say that para akong small town kid who was biglang, ito pala sa college. So, ako, I really enjoyed my time with the San Beda. It was nilabas na yung totoo kong character, to say the least. Because it was different eh. If I went to Ateneo, it would be the same as what Lourdes was to me. It was an academic institution. It would give me an opportunity to study and be better in a corporate setting. But San Beda gave me something na I've never had before, yung intestinal fortitude. Kasi lahat ng kasama ko sa babae. So, parang my emotions I need to keep in check. And Beda gave me an opportunity to master it. Hindi ko siya na-master during that time, but as the years went by, I saw na, dito ako gusto ng Diyos kasi this would open a lot of opportunities for me. Despite me crying every game pag hindi ako ginagamit.
So who were playing with you, coach? Paterno? Cordero?
Jerome Paterno.
Ughaw?
Who was the most gifted guy that I played with, bar none. Oji Minores, very good. Pong Escobar, my favorite point guard of all time. They were very good, but the most talented guy was Jerome Paterno. Oh my gosh, that guy. I mean, better than Yusuf Al-Jamal. I would. That's no cap, bro. Yusuf Al-Jamal was very good in this.
Ito coach, when I was younger, when I was watching Beda and you up, akala ko noon si Bugia saka si Paterno iisa lang.
Was the same person.
So sabi ko, ba't ganito dalawang team nito gumagano noon. Sinanonood ako sa TV noon. Di ba red to? Hindi ko pa alam San Beda noon eh. Basta red lang, blue. Ateneo lang at Lasal alam ko noon eh. Sino to? Ba't ganun? Parehas pa silang may armband. May armband sa dito.
Sa kanang bicep.
Yung Lee Pipes, yung logo ng basta mobile something, yung logo, yung basta yung sponsor.
Addict Mobile.
Yun.
Smart dati.
Parehas sila eh. Skinhead pa.
I mean, he was the most talented. I always tell it to him. He was the most talented guy that I played with. Kasi si Yusuf Al-Jamal is very good. One of the best shooters that I've played with. But if you put him on a system like what Coach Koy ran for us, he was the perfect guy for that. He could shoot from the outside, and then Sam compensates for all the short givings that we had on defense. So he was at the perfect place, and he played ball out every time. Never scared to take the big shot. Just gonna and
was he the face of Beda, coach, during his time? Si Jerome Paterno.
Who?
Jerome Paterno.
No, he was very. The thing with Jerome was he was very timid. He was very self-spoken. Complete antonym of the way that he played, which was very explosive, very skilled. Jerome was very quiet.
Mm.
One of the best guys to hang out with because I love hanging out with him. Pag nagkukwentuhan kami, when he gets carried away, nagbibisaya, nakakalimutan niya na Tagalog ako.
Tagalog.
Dahil sa kanya, at saka sa mga teammates ko from Cagayan de Oro, natuto ako mag-Bisaya. Kasi, lagi na sinasabi, kailangan matuto ka kasi baka pinagtatawanan ka na namin, di mo kaya.
Tama.
I love those guys. I really love my teammates. I enjoyed my time with them. But, alam mo yun, it was part of the process of really, dahil wala akong kapatid na lalaki.
Same coach.
It was part of the process of being integrated into a family na nakakatuwa kasi I learned a lot from them. And I was closer to the batch of those guys than the championship winning squad no 06 to 08. I was closer to the guys that I came before. Kasi ako yung youngest guy. I was 16 when I played in the NCAA. And then, kasing age ko si OG Minor. Nasa junior si OG, maglalaro pa siya ng 2 taon. And I was in the seniors playing my rookie year. So I graduated at 20 years old. So yun yung that was the thing. Kaya ang nangyari sa akin, dahil nga galing ako sa academic school, and then naging varsity ako bigla ng big program, nagulat ako, hindi ako pumapasok sa eskwela. Kaya ako naging team B. So, dumating si Coach Nash with Coach Jonathan Reyes moving on. San Beda chose Coach Nash Rosella. And then, it was my sophomore year. I was ready to break out. Even Coach Nash was saying I was prepared. I had an opportunity to play with the national team. Nag-champion kami. Ganda ng training camp ko. And then dumating yung grades ko. Lahat ng grades ko, 5. Di ako pumapasok eh. Ano expect mo? Diba? So that was the biggest fork in the road na for me. San Beda told me after playing for the national team, the Fickle Five in Southeast Asia, I came back. OG Minor was the MVP, James Martinez and Shaq Taganas and me were part of the Fickle Five. So pagbalik ko sa San Beda, Coach Nash took me aside and then told me your grades didn't cut for the team. I was like, ano, coach? Ba't yan? Hindi ka pumapasok eh. Anong gagawin natin? And that's why kaya lagi ko sinasabi kay Coach Nash, if he wasn't my coach, I don't know where, I owe him and Coach Jude a debt of gratitude because if it was a different coach and a different program, they might have let it slide. They would have removed an opportunity for me to learn about being accountable and responsible with the things that I do. Yung mga, kasi, oportunidad para matuto ka ng aral eh. Diba?
Tama.
Kung ginawa nila, tinolerate nila ako, dahil magkakataon mo na yan. Lalaro ka na recruit ka eh. Sabi na, di ka lalaro. Team B ka this year. So, parang ako, umiyak ako kasi kasama ko yung mami ko. Umiyak talaga ako. The first thing that I thought on my mind was, I'm transferring. Because Coach Dong Vergere, Beda was recruiting me for UST na. Coach Del Parado, UST na, sama na kami ni Dylan. I practiced for a week. Kasi sister ko nasa UST pharmacy eh. My younger sister, si Doktora. So, I was there for a week. And then Coach Nash talked to me. Naalala ko yung sinabi niya sa akin, we would be okay without you, but you need to understand that we're teaching you a lesson. Nung sinabi niya yun, ay, sumami ko, hindi ako lilipat. Lilipat. Nandito ko, this is the school that I ought to play for. This is the right opportunity for me. Not only, mas malog ko. Siyempre, hindi ako nakalaro. Not only to learn, but to be better as a person. Siyempre, ako matigas ulo ko eh. Yabang ako eh. So, sabi ko, dito ako dapat. Kasi again, niremind ako ng lola ko, it's your choice. It was your school. It was your choice. So you need to be man enough to handle the consequences of your actions. So with that being said, sabi ni Coach Nash, hindi ka maglalaro ng NC. Pero magpa-practice ka sa Team A at saka sa Team B. Team A and Team B, bro. Doon ka sa scouting team ng Team A. Binabakbak ko sila. Sorry, my teammate died the week. si James Timonera, who God rest his soul, si Sado Yusef, all these guys, I took it personally. And, alam mo, ganito kabait ng San Beda. My grades, parang nila akong pinag-repeat ng first year. Sa sobrang yabang ko, bro. Sa sobrang yabang ko. Lahat ng grade ko pa na yung uno.
Wow.
Kasi galing ako sa academic school eh. So,
Dean's Lister, coach?
Oo, graduate ako Dean's List eh. So sabi sa akin, bakit ganyan yung grades mo? Pati lola ko ba? Kasi, pare, isipin mo, PBL, national team, San Beda, tatlong ensayo sa isang araw. But I wasn't good. Hilaw na hilaw. Bangko ako sa San Beda. Bangko ako sa kasi I was playing Jerome Paterno, Mike Casino, who were top recruits. So bangko ako. Siyempre, you only have two choices. It's either you fold or you fight back. My personality is very aggressive. Umiiyak ako. Papakita ko umiiyak ako. Pero natandaan mo, babawi ako sa'yo. Nagtatanim ako. Hindi ako nakakalimot, dinidiligan ko. Dinidiligan ko talaga. Hanggang ngayon, bro, yung nagsabi sa akin na hindi ako pwede maglaro ng intrams kasi hindi ako naka-Jordan 12, dinidiligan ko pa rin yung araw. Dinidiligan ko yun araw-araw. Kaya every day, it's an opportunity for me to improve. Lagi ko sinasabi sa sarili ko, guys would want my job, guys would want what I have, and they have been doubting me the whole time. So, bakit mo naman hindi tatrabahuhin yung dapat mo? So, it was my personality. It was my personality, and it rubbed people the wrong way. The only coach that really took time to understand and cultivate me, coaches, Coach Nash Racela and Coach Jude Roque. So, para nila akong anak eh. So, they understood. Coach Nash, I don't know what he saw in me, but gave me an opportunity. Okay, bumawi ka. And he developed me, and I was 18 during that time. So, I was entering my junior year in college.
Ang bata pa nung coach.
Nakalaro na ako ulit. Rookie year nila OG. I was playing well. And then, Coach Nash kasi naglaro kami ng PBL without no reinforcement. Wala kami kinuhang college players, wala kami kinuhang kahit na sino. It was just a Beda nucleus. We never won a game. Wala.
But you learned. You learned.
Oo, pero 0-11. So alam mo naman ang alumni, they want everything that you played with na mag-champion ka. Ganun lang yun eh. So nag-PBL, pare, paano ka naman mananalo ka na kay Williams sa Carwin Santos?
Magnolia. Naalala ko yung Magnolia.
Oo. Well, my best game in the PBL, I had a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. I could remember the stat sheet. I was defending Jay Wash.
Jay Wash, well coach.
26 points, amoy Chico. Paano mo gagawin? Paano mo tatalunin yun? He was the most athletic guy that I played against. I tell people this, if Jay Washington wanted it, he would have been the best. NBA player. Silang dalawa ni Kelly Williams. Silang dalawa yung materialis lang.
Kompleto. 6'7".
And the way that he played, oh my gosh, Jay Washington was a coach's wet dream. 6'7", can rebound, can shoot from the outside, can defend.
Everywhere.
If he cared more, pare, sobrang galing. I played against him, I defended him, and he barely broke a sweat for 26 points. Let's put it that way. So,
light work.
Yeah. Oh, lightweight, baby. Just the basic stuff.
No cap.
Pare, yun yung ginawa niya. So, ako, going back to San Beda, so Coach Nash gets, I was starting, I was getting into the groove, I was getting my minutes, I was a solid player, and I thought, ito na yun. Ito na, I worked my tail off the whole season. Ang naging best friend ko was our conditioning coach. If I wasn't going to be the best player, I was going to be the best conditioned player. Siyempre, yun yung puhunan ko eh. And then Coach Nash moved on. The alumni wanted a different coach. Coach Coy came in. I was relegated to being a sixth man. I accepted my role. Siyempre ako, you give me minutes, I earn every minute. Yun na lagi ko sinasabi. Sinasabi na topa ko, hindi. I put in the work. And they don't understand the way I communicate. Kasi paano kami mag-usap? I spend time in the streets. So I am very upfront. I would ask you, Coach, what can I do for me to earn minutes? Filipino coaches don't take that lightly. I kid you not.
Are you from the Bay, Coach? Bay Area?
No. But I'm a Niners fan. But I'm a
Yes,
Niners
sir.
fan because of the tight ends. But my family's from katabi lang ng Bay Area. 4-hour drive. It's from Vegas. My family's from Reno and from New York. So
Ah.
yun yung akin kasi I wanted to play.
Mm.
And I felt like I was putting in the work. And people, even my classmates, was asking why were you not playing. I couldn't answer. Diba? So, I needed to be good at something. That's why I focused on academics again. Yun yung may fallback eh. Okay, so I would be the best guy to get the best grades para kahit, and I would be the best guy in practice no matter what happens. No matter what happens, I would put in, akala nga nila, okay ako. Okay ako kasi my Super Bowl was the practices. And then Sam Ekwe showed up. Yusuf Al-Jamal was a runner-up rookie of the year, most improved player. So what did I do? I was playing with Shaq Taganas, who was rookie MVP in the juniors. And then I was being recruited by other schools. Some NCAA schools were saying that, dito kami magsa-start ka. But again, it's
Sino
always
coach
about
nag-recruit sa'yo?
some schools. Siyempre, coaches have a preference for players that they want to play inside their system, and they want guys that would. You have your top 8 guys, and then the 7 guys, you don't want them rocking the boat. You don't want them. You want them to be solid teammates. You want them to be culture builders and the other things that coaches believe in that I don't believe in. Pagdating sa Pilipinas, because it does not exist in
No cap.
MLB.
No cap.
But going back, so I did my job. We won championships, but as I've said, my teammates know this. I was crying in the dugout because I wanted to play.
Siyempre.
I won a championship. I won rings, but in reality, I never felt that I was part of it. Even my teammates now, they know, because I was putting in the work and I wasn't playing. I couldn't post for photos if I didn't earn it.
Exactly.
I don't want to hold the trophy. I don't want to wear the ring if I didn't earn it. But as I grew older, I understood that I was playing a part.
Yes, coach.
You helped Sam improve.
Practice pa lang.
You were there to practice and be the only guy who wanted to go head to head with Sam every doggone day for 3 years. That counts for something. So, in hindsight, now that I know better, I knew that I earned that ring. But younger Martin Antonio,
oh naman. Ego.
I did not even ego eh. Parang I was celebrating something that I didn't earn. Because in my family, you only keep what you earn. You only keep what you earn. You do not ask for anything else. Whatever you earn, you keep. So that was the big thing. I felt that I didn't earn that. So I always wanted to play, and then I graduated college. So I was 20 years old.
Bata pa nung coach. Sobrang
20. That's why I should have spent at least 2 years redshirting and learning. Dahil yung skill set ko was just catching up dun sa aking what do you call this? My athleticism and kasi tumangkad pa ako, naging 6'5" pa ako after my first year college. So I was growing into my body. Right now I'm 230 pounds, but when I was playing, I was 180. If I was my weight right now, back then, I would have been bullying people.
No naman.
But my physical maturity and my skill maturity was not at par with my athleticism. So I could dunk, I could rebound because I wasn't afraid to take contact. And my biggest gift was I was gritty and enthusiastic. I never felt pain when competing. I loved throwing elbows with Sam Ekwe. Everybody was scared. I loved it. I loved defending imports up to now. I love really competing. That's why I get pissed off. Bakit? Naipagsigwang ka, tapos ayaw mo, tapos nagreklamo ka mo. Hindi ako madumi maglaro. Kaya nga tayo nag-compete.
Physical lang.
Physical ang basketball eh. It's contact. It's imposing your will against other people. And don't be surprised if you get hit. Because you're asking for it. It's a Filipino culture. Sa Amerika, bakbakan kayo. Kita mo, kaya pag national team, di tayo umubra. Kasi akala natin, pag tinira natin, mapipikon sila. Ano nangyari sa Australia? Binanatan natin. Bumabawi. Club tayo. Suntukan na lang tayo. It's simple metrics like that. That's why I natatawa ako eh. Even the guys that I work with in the media think that I'm a dirty player, but my coaches love me. Pido Harencio loved me. Coach Topex Robinson loves me. Na glowing reviews and all of the coaches, even Coach Louis Alas, who I competed against. So my biggest regret was not playing for him. Was really I earned their respect, even though that I was a career bench player till I was in the D-League. Nakita na ng coaches yung value ko. Kasi pag nasa D-League ka na, kahit anong galing mo ng college, hindi mo lagi hawak yung bola. And two things that I love was rebounding and setting screens. So those two things translated. It translates it. And I didn't need the ball. I didn't like scoring. If it's not a dunk or it's not a jump hook, I'd rather pass it. Elbow jump shot, short corner, those 4 shots, I'm good. But if you ask me to create shots, fuck that shit.
No ISO. Walang isolation.
Fuck ISO. I didn't like that. If you put yourself on that paradigm, you're isolating, you're posting up, and then you fuck up, wala. Ikaw yung banban. So, ako, what I like was making my teammates feel better. I wanted to set screens. I want to rebound. I want to run the floor. And when push comes to shove, I like protecting my teammates. I was an enforcer. Kaya I built that reputation. Kasi ako, I never back down. I don't want fights. But if you pick a fight with my teammate, I'll fight you. I'll fight you. No cap. You want to throw punches? I'll throw punches. You want to go UFC? I would go 5-minute rounds with you.
Coach.
But after that,
sorry, Coach. Nung brawl sa San Beda Gym, andun ka ba nun? Yung PCCL? Yung may nagsuntukan na...
Yes, against NU.
Yes.
Look me up. I was wearing number 12. I still had a full head of hair. Ako yung umawat. Because, you know why? Ba't ako umawat? Kasi unang nanapak yung teammate ko. And that I do not condone. I do not condone. You don't start fights. You never
nasa
start
lugar.
Pare, kasi if you start fights, ibig sabihin talo ka na mentally. Talo ka mentally.
Pikon talo.
If you throw a punch, it means that you can't take what they're trying to put on you physically. Mentally, tumiklop ka. You checked out. They throw a punch at you, you smile. They throw more punches at you, you smile. You know why? Because they can't handle you.
Tama.
All they can do is yak.
Mentally.
Diba? You beat them on the game, you just smile. Take care of the bruises. But if you, diba? I don't have respect with people who play dirty. Playing physical and playing dirty is two different things. Being physical is just being in the norm, putting your body and trying to impose your will. Being dirty is throwing punches, throwing elbows, throwing cheap shots. There's a place for that. I always tell people, when I do my coverages, I call people dirty. You have an issue with me? Where's my gloves? I have 2 gloves here. We can sort it out. You know my address. You know where to find me. So I would always say, I do not condone dirty players. I like physical players. I like the physicality of sports. But if you try to be dirty, I'll call you out. Walang lugar. Walang lugar na sasaktan mo yung player kasi hindi mo ma-stop, sasaktan mo na lang.
Tama, Coach.
Mahina ka ba? Hanggang ganyan ka na lang ba? Ayoko yung, di ba, parang sutukan, patapangan, tambak na kayong 40, ano magagawin mo doon?
Mananakit ka na lang.
That's why I love the way Letran plays JRU with Coach Louis Gonzalez. Being physical, Mayhem was physical, but they were never dirty. They never tripped you. They never punched you. But their grill, their face, their body would always be on your way. So what's dirty about that? I love teams like that. They might be annoying when you look at them. Ryan Aranya, for one, never dirty, only physical.
Physical lang.
Jaire Ibanez, very physical, but never threw a punch. Always took elbows to the face. They play well. Iba yung madumi sa physical.
Tama, coach.
Ang
Layo.
Pilipino kasi pag physical, napipikon. Hindi
Ah.
basketball yung laro mo dapat. Mag-NBA 2K ka.
Oo,
Diba? So,
oo, coach.
lalo na yung mga nagpa-flop.
Mm.
Ba't ka nagpa-flop? Hindi ka ba nag-weights? Kaya ako naging conditioning coach. Yun yung
Ah.
lagi ko sinasabi. Pag nagpa-flop ka, ibig sabihin mahina ka.
Mm.
Ano ulit ang Tagalog ng sports? Palakasan.
Palakasan.
Diba? Yun. It's the simplest way.
Tama.
That's why Fadi El Khatib is Fadi El Khatib
Agatib.
up to now.
Mm.
If you watch Nika Berami, who had 2 moves, 1 dribble pull up, and he would go right, and aararuhin ka mula sa 3 points hanggang sa ilalim, tapos titira ng gano'n. He has 2 moves. He could shoot from the outside at aararuhin ka.
But it's
Fadi El
effective.
Khatib.
Sobrang effective.
Because he can impose his will. It's simple as that. If you can't stop it, anong gagawin mo? You would resort to tactics like punching them, tripping them, gamesmanship. I don't believe in gamesmanship. It's either you win or you lose. There's no gray area. There are no moral victories. Moral victories are made by media guys. And I'm a media guy. Ang talo.
Talo.
Walang talo na nanalo.
No excuses.
Wala no excuses. It's one of those things that we need to reiterate, especially for the younger generation. Ako kasi, mommy's boy ako eh. Mommy's boy ako, tsaka lola's boy ako. Pero pag talo, lagi sinasabi ni nanay ko, ano gagawin mo? Iyak ka na lang. Iyak ka na lang. Ayawan na. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Kaya nga, sports teaches life lessons eh. And if we put athletes on a bubble that's saying that losing is okay, well, what kind of culture are we,
imposing?
are we, not even imposing, or what kind of culture are we cultivating to the younger guys? Okay lang, participation trophy. Hindi okay. Hindi ka pwede magsalita pag talo ka. Tahimik ka, trabahuin mo. Hindi ka pwede mag-critique pag hindi ka naglaro. Dahil mo sinasabi, tira mo naman, balibag tayo. Hindi paborito ko eh. I mean, ako personally, people were laughing at me when I was in college. Nasasaktan pa ako eh. Ngayon, ngingitian ko na lang sila eh. I mean, even the players, syempre pag bangko ko eh, alam mo naman yan. Pag mga teams, tatawanan sila. Parang ako, dude, up to now, I could still play if I wanted to because I kept myself in shape and I had things that coaches could, hindi sa pagmamayabang. But you have to commit. And it's not just talking that you want the work. It shows. That's the best thing about sports. If you don't work, it would be on everybody's eyeballs to see. Kahit ano sabihin mong go hard ka sa ensayo, go hard ka sa ganito, ganyan, kung hindi ka nagpe-prepare, it is illuminated on the screens. Lalong-lalo na mga pro athletes. Kitang-kita. Ang laging tinatanong ng mga tao, bakit ka nandiyan dyan? Hindi ka naman magaling. Matatalino mga Pilipino eh. Kaya hindi ka pwede magbitaw ng salita na, kesyo si ganito, tsaka si ganyan. Dapat kung magaling ka, nandudong ka na. Dahil sinasabi. Di ba? Ako, it's one of those things. Na parang, you can't criticize people with things that they can do that you can't do. Simple as that. Simple as that. You could say things, especially, doon ako natatawa eh, constructive criticism. Why? Why? I mean, sasabihin nila, it's masyadong parang Charles Barkley na, bakit di naniniwala sa advanced metrics and all that? It's all the eye test. Di mo kailangan na advanced metrics to know that a 3-point shot has more points than a 2-point shot.
2 points,
But here's the deal. If you can't make your threes, why would you keep on shooting threes? That's dumb. That's dumb. If you're 6'11", why won't you score underneath?
Higher percentage.
Exactly. So, maraming magsasabi niyan. And people would be saying na advanced stats and all these fine things. And dude, lace up. Lace up. Lace up. And let's see. Ako, yun naman ako eh. Kasi lagi akong pro player, pro coach. Pro player, pro coach. I would always protect my kind because I'm one of them. I would never criticize an athlete while he's playing, especially on national TV. You know why? That's their livelihood.
Tama, coach.
For example, Jay, o si Jonas, sama naman na nilalaro nito. Dapat dito, di na ginagamit ng coach niya. What if the team owner or the school administrators hear that? They would ask the coach. Alam mo naman Pilipinas, magaling pa sa magaling. Daming genius. Ba't ginagamit mo ba si Jonas? Yung bata is going through a lot and he's adjusting. Why would you criticize? You're not in a position to criticize. You're always in a position to build. Because I remember this. We were down by 20 points. And then my rookie year, I was inserted in a game. And then the panelists laughed. Talo na raw sa Beda, ginamit na kami. Sabi ko sa'yo, ako nagdidilig. Hindi ako nakakalimot.
Sino yung coach? Sino yung commentator na yun?
Hindi ko na maalala kung sino. But I remember kasi sinabi sa akin ng mga friends ko sa nila Mark. Because I had a solid group of friends who really believed in me. That given the opportunity, yun lang naman, lahat naman tayo yun lang ang kailangan opportunity. But again, hindi naman assurance yun na magkakaroon ka ng opportunity. The fact is you need to be ready when the opportunity presents itself. Hindi ngayon, pwedeng hindi bukas, pwedeng hindi sa mga susunod na araw, pero darating at darating yun sa tamang oras.
When opportunity meets preparation, mga ganun.
Oh, exactly. So, aral ako ng aral. Nasa Team B, aral ako ng aral. Kasi kailangan, scouting team ako eh. Kung sino yung best player sa kabila, ako si Ron J. Enrile yung best player sa kabila, ako si Ron J. Enrile. Gagawin ko, I didn't shoot. Si Jim Biray, ako si Jim Biray. Leon Horda, ako si Leon Horda. Almagpayo, ako si Almagpayo. Yun yung role ko kay Coach Nash when I was doing my redshirt year. So, I got to learn the place. Dahil ako OC ako. And I was smart. So, I studied it. You know what happened? Now, when I cover games, and I watch these games, nakita ko na yan eh. I had a leg up. So, di ba? Kaya lagi ko sinasabi, hindi ka man gamitin yun. Coach Nash would always tell me this. Everything has a purpose. You are at the right place at the right time. It's just a matter of perspective. Paano mo titignan yung opportunity mo? So ngayon, hindi na nila ako pwede bulahin. Yung mga nagsasabi, coach daw sila. Hindi ka naman coach eh. Guwapo ka lang eh. Kaya ka nandito eh. Dahil mo sinasabi. Kaya yung mga what do you call this? Those who do the games, who cover the games, that analyze the games, pare, they need to know their stuff because Filipinos, they know their stuff.
Tama ko.
And that was my advantage because
You were in the game.
Oh, I was a bottom feeder. I was trying to work. Pare, isipin mo naman from being a bench player to a rotation player, going back to a bench player, and then nakapag-D-League ako, and I was being dumating yung point na ako yung captain ng team na ginagamit na ako ni Coach Pido, ni Coach Topex on a consistent basis because I provided something that they needed. So, you wouldn't get to that level if you were not, number one, talented. I know I wasn't the most talented guy. I knew that. If you didn't buy into the team system, that was me. And you didn't provide the intangibles, which was something that I loved providing. So, in turn, when you're doing the analysis and all that, reflect din. You need to know your stuff. So that was one thing that I was fortunate to be able to understand early on, that I needed to grasp all these concepts. Backdoor, setting a flare screen, setting a down screen, how do you read a curl, how do you read a flare out, what's the angle of your hard show, why would you send him on the middle? It's common sense, commonsensical, but not everybody can communicate it. So that was my advantage.
So coach, going back to PBL days, ilang years ka naglaro sa PBL?
I don't know, man. San Beda, and then after San Beda, kasi after ng San Beda, nag-fold na yung PBL eh. So naglaro ako ng regional basketball.
La Liga.
Basketball. Liga Pilipinas.
La Liga,
So the funny thing was, naging panel muna ako ng Liga Pilipinas bago ako naging player. So that was my first gig. Shouts to Coach Jude Roque and Kuya Noel Zarate, who opened the door. Na kaya mo naman Coach Jude really took the time na kaya mo tong gawin. Madaldal ka, Marami kang alam. Kasi
Articulate.
mahilig ako sa NBA eh. Mahilig ako sa NBA, NBA Live, NBA.com, NBADraft.net. So, pinapanood ko yung college, I scout the players because I find it interesting.
Same.
And sabi niya sa akin, do the coverage, madaldal ka eh. You can speak, you're very articulate, you have a way with words, so why not do it? So, I covered games. Hindi ako binayaran ng production team. So I did my job for a year and then kinuha ako ni Coach Nomar Isla to play for Laguna.
So si Ayak ako, coach eh. Nag-team B ako sa Ayak. So nagka-practice nagsabay na tayo sa practice malamang. Kasi kasabay namin kayo sa practice eh.
Baka.
For sure, coach. For sure. Kayo din Alex Angeles.
Ayan, kami nila Alex. Pero ito yung key. Bago ako naglaro ng Liga Pilipinas, since 20 years old ako, naglaro ako ng NASCO.
Anong school,
Naglaro
coach?
ako for STI kay Coach Vic Icasiano. So, all the playing time that I wanted, I got sa STI.
Olympians.
Oo. Doon nga, lagi na, and I built lifelong friendships with those guys. Coach Vic treated me like his own son, gave me the opportunity to grow, gave me the responsibility to be part of a program. It might be a smaller conference. If you look at it in the NCAA, it might be a WAC school.
Tama ko siya.
It's not an ACC, it's not an SEC school, but they were one of the strongest programs. And dun ko nasubukan kung committed ba ako talaga sa basketball. Kasi remember, I'm on a middle class family. Pinutol na ng tatay ko yung allowance ko. Because they were separated and my dad and my mom. Pinutol na yung allowance ko. Tapos, ang allowance sa STI, $750 a week. Ang ensayo sa The Fort, sa Quezon City ako umuwi. Ang ensayo, alas 7 na umaga. Kailangan gumising ka ng 4:30 para makapag-MRT. So doon ko nalaman sa sarili ko, mahal ko yung ginagawa ko. Kasi you won't sacrifice something na just for the heck of it. You need to understand the method of the man. So, sa akin, yun yung STI, kaya ako naging open sa Panalay. Kailangan yun to make and greet eh. Parang pinutulan ako ng allowance, pinutulan ako ng lahat, natitira na ako, may pagkain ako, pero
extra.
Excited pa. Pamasahe ko, tsaka pang sustain ko rin sa sarili ko eh. So, from San Beda to STI, it was that hard, but it was by far the best basketball experience of my life. Coming from the biggest program training in the States to lifting weights underneath Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
My question was, who were your teammates nung sa STI ka? Yung mga medyo nakilala.
So I'll give you a background on the program of STI. Alam mo yung Last Chance You?
Netflix. Parod ka ko.
STI is Last Chance You. You want playing time, you need to rehabilitate your image, you want to get an opportunity to play, this was a spot. They would give you a spot. Because NASCO had this rule. It's age-based. So you could play till you're 25.
Tama.
I graduated, I was 20. I was 20 years old.
Bata
Sabi
pa.
Coach Vic, sabi ni Coach Vic, gusto mo maglaro? Ang saan, Coach? Anong team mo? STI, NASCO. Tinanong ko, mami ko. Go. Pero wala ka na allowance. Bala ka sa buhay mo. Graduate ka na eh. Graduated San Beda, 2 degrees eh. So, kaya mo na buhayin sarili mo. So, laro ako. Pare, Mon Mabayo, alumni of STI, Mon Mabayo. Mark Balneg from Letran, played for STI, pero hindi ko na inabutan. Mark Balneg. Raymond Chonko of Mapua, played for STI after 5 years with Mapua. Howard Flor, played for STI.
Dami rin
And then I had a teammate, the MVP of NASCO, Dexter Mikotuan. Very good player. From San Beda, STI. Anong pangalan ito? Mike Cabangon, played in the PBL with Happy, played for STI. McLean Sabilina, was my teammate in STI. Jax Bautista was my teammate, played for STI. Yan, dyan sa Mandaluyong, sikat na sikat yan. Cedric Ablaza was with STI, played 5 years there. Sila yung malakas na program, but I was the stopgap. From Mabayo, I played 1 year lang kasi. From Mabayo to these guys, ako yung stopgap.
Ah,
So every year,
okey.
nasa finals kami. Kalaban ko sila Collado. Parang ano to eh, pare. Sabi ko kasi parang last chance you. You need to rehabilitate your image. You want to get that confidence. They would present that opportunity. So I need to thank Coach Vicky Castano, Coach Pau, Coach Hubert, Coach Jeff, Coach Monkey, and all the guys there sa Sir Mel na they were giving opportunities for us guys na can give a little bit more, a
Mm.
lot left in the tank.